There is a version of you that has been waiting patiently, waiting for you to slow down long enough to hear your own truth, waiting for you to stop shrinking to fit your old expectations, waiting for you to stop negotiating with your potential, a version of you waiting for you to stop apologizing for your power. The version of you is not imaginary, it is not distant, it is not a fantasy. It's the real you, the you beneath the conditioning, the fear, the doubt, the survival pattern, the people pleasing, the old stories that were never yours to carry. Becoming who you were meant to be isn't about becoming someone new, it's about returning to someone true. Today, we're talking about the journey back to yourself, the identity, the voice, the courage, the clarity that has always been yours. This is Elevate Daily with Lucy. You weren't born insecure, you weren't born doubting yourself, you weren't born afraid to take up space. Kids are never afraid, like they're very daring. I think they're the most daring humans ever. Kids, yes. Those were layers you learned. You learned to be insecure, to be afraid and doubting and all that. Layers shaped by environment that didn't see you, expectations that weren't yours, roles you had to play to feel safe, identities you adopted to belong, stories you inherited, not created. Becoming who you were meant to be begins with recognizing what was learned so you can release what was never you. You are not your layers, you are the light beneath them. There's always a moment, subtle or loud, when you realize you have outgrown the version of you have been carrying. It might sound like, I can't keep living like this, I'm ready for more, this doesn't feel like me anymore, I'm tired of dimming my own light. That moment is not a crisis, it's a calling. A calling to your truth, a calling back to your power, a calling back to the identity you abandoned to survive. When you feel that pull, don't ignore it. It's the beginning of your becoming. Every time you step towards your true self, fear shows up. Not because you're wrong, but because you're growing. Fear says, what if I fail? What will people think? Fear says, what if I'm not enough? What if I lose people? But your truth says, what if I rise? Yeah. What if I'm more powerful than I realize? What if this is who I was always meant to be? Fear is not a stop sign, it's a sign that you're stepping into unfamiliar territory your future self already lives in. Becoming who you are meant to be is an identity shift, not a behavior shift. You don't change your life by forcing new habits. You change your life by becoming a person who naturally leaves those habits. Identity shapes action, action shapes outcome, outcomes shapes your life. Ask yourself, who is the version of me I'm becoming? How does she think? How does she speak? What does she tolerate? What does she no longer accept? What does she believe about herself? When your identity shifts, your life follows. Becoming who you are meant to be requires courage, not the loud kind, no, not the loud kind, but the quiet, consistent kind. And consistency is very key. The courage to say no when you used to say yes. The courage to speak up when you used to be silent. The courage to walk away from what drains you, walk towards what expands you. Trust your intuition, honor your boundaries, believe in your own voice. Choosing yourself is not foolish, it's sacred. Because when you choose yourself, you choose the life you were meant to live. And hey, you're born to live the life every day. Here's the truth most people miss. You don't become who you're meant to be all at once. It's a process. You become in moments. Moments where you choose alignment over approval. Moments where you choose courage over comfort. Moments where you choose truth over fear. Moments where you choose growth over familiarity. Becoming is not a destination. No, it's not. It's a daily decision, it's a journey. And every time you choose the real you, the old you loses power. The truth is, feel the version of you that's been waiting. Feel the truth rising. Feel the alignment calling you forward. You're not behind, you're not late, you're not lost. You're becoming. And trust me, it can be a lot, but it is rewarding. So ask yourself, what is one thing, what is one choice I can make today that aligns with who I am meant to be? Make that choice, honor that choice, let it guide you. Because the moment you choose the real you, your entire life begins to shift. Your becoming is not in the future, it's happening right now. Yes, it is. This is Elevate Daily with Lucy. I love you, and please embrace your becoming because it is so rewarding and very sacrosanct.